in the A Modified division. Greer and Tunis getting at it in the middle of the pack. Rick Delane looking pretty smooth so far in the Johnson's Hog Barbecue DC 17 number 1 R car. Deal right there as well. Baldwin feeds number 48 of Gear, hanging on to Rick Delane over in turn number 1 and 2. The A1 is Ian Russo in the 3rd spot, Greer 4th, Tunis 5th, McRae in the 6th spot in the 9 car. And he throws that big Ford hard into 3 and 4. Look at him go. Santana Kennel sponsored Ford number 9, battling with Tunis, and that's a good one. Four laps remaining in heat number 1 in your Wissota A Modified division. Moving right along here is Rick Delane in the Johnson's Hog Barbecue DC 17 Headingley Sports Shop. Run our car. He started on the pole and so far running away. The 48 is Gio. Dynamic Machine A1, also sponsored by A1 Environmental, of course, is 3rd. Grand Prix Amusements 39 out of West St. Paul. Sean Tunis looking good as he is able so far to keep Scott Greer back. 1 to go for your race leader. Checkered flag for the DC 17 1R of Rick Delane, followed by Gio, Russo, Tunis, and the Napa DeKalb Rod Fair Racing 5G of Scott Greer. Scott Greer unofficially out of Winnipeg. Looking for a heat race win here. We are green and we are racing. Here we go. Danny Staff on the move. Emery pulling away from Dury in the Todd's Electric 81. Tony Casey real hard into turn number 3 and 4. Miller Racing Engines number 12 battling with Staff, but right now it is all Ward Emery in the Emery Demolition. Miller 10W. He has got this figured out. Bronk is 3rd, Staff 4th, Casey 5th. Ward Emery is flying. Wrangler Truck Service 92 3rd. The signs now 7 4th. Not much changing in the top 5 as Ward Emery continues to put on a clinic here. Less than 2 to go. The white flag is out. And that'll do it. The Makagan Builders Emery Demolition 10W wins it. The Todd's Electric 81 second. Bronk, Staff, and Palaiko. Your unofficial time on the front row. Justin Bronk, the Wrangler Truck Service, number 92 with the early lead here. Ian Russo drops to the second spot. Sean Tunis with some serious traction down the back chute. Danny Staff on the inside, looking good as well. Rick Delane right there, as is Jerome Giel. Troubles for the 92. Scott Greer also loops it in the number 1 spot. Keep your eyes on Danny Staff in the 7. He has been pretty quick here. Ward Emery moving through the pack. To go. The Dynamic Machine and Fluid Power. A1 is your race leader. That is Ian Russo out of East Selkirk. Then Staff followed by Delane. Sean Tunis battling with Jordan Duray out of Halma, Minnesota. That is your top 5. Emery 6th, or maybe Guido 6th, depending on how you view it. It's tight nonetheless. Greer 7th, Palaiko, McRae, then Casey and Bronk. Oh, the 33 car over the tires, and oh, brother. Rolling the tire right up on the racetrack, and we are going to have a yellow flag in turn 4 for the tire. Signs now will start inside of row number 2 alongside the 1R of Rick Delane. Some pretty tough customers. There goes Staff. PWT 7. We were talking about Staff being pretty stout here, and you know the last restart didn't get quite the start he wanted. Now he did, and he's got a shot to get by Russo here. Look at this race, wow. Here comes Rick Delane in the Johnson's Hog Barbecue Headingley Sports Shop 1R. Oh, the 33 car loops it in turn number 3 and 4, but is safely off the racetrack, we think, inside the tires. Through that, and only 7 laps into the race. Trouble in turn 4 already. Looks like Scott Greer parked at the top of turn number 4. Not sure what the trouble is there. Sing in. Rick Delane in the 1R all over the A1 of Ian Russo. Delane has a feature win. Look at that car stick. Wow. Goodbye, says Rick Delane in the 1R. Oh boy, Emery's here now. Emery throws it into turn 3 and 4, but can't catch the DC-17 of Rick Delane. Ten to go, halfway through. Johnson's Hog Barbecue DC-17 1R of Rick Delane. That's a Larry Shaw Racing chassis. Ward Emery driving an MB Custom with a Miller Racing engine on board. The A1 Environmental, A1 of Russo off the track, but back on just as quick as staff goes on by. Scott Greer in the Napa Rod Fair Racing 5G is third. And the A1 back up to the top of the racetrack. Emery all over Rick Delane now. We have ourselves a race with 7 to go. Look at this battle. Wow. Two veteran race drivers. Two champions doing battle. Oh, heads up in turn number 4. Yellow flag is on the track. The 81 and the A1 involved over there. Keep your eyes on the 10W and the 5G. Emery gets some traction on the bottom of the track. Can he get a fender in turn 1 and 2? Emery does all he can. Look at Scott Greer now. Scott Greer on the outside in the Napa 5G. He's got the 10W at least momentarily. Look at this. Wow. This is wild. 6 to go. The 1R, the 10, and the 5 continue to battle out here. Ward Emery not giving up in the 10W, but the 1R awful fast here. He knows where to be on this racetrack. The Johnson's Hog Barbecue DC-17 Headingley Sport Shop 1R is your leader. 4 to go. Now 2 to go. Yellow flag for the A1 coming out. That is Ian Russo, the A1 Environmental Dynamic Machine and Fluid Power A1 rolling once. As the A1 tags the field up to speed, they do have to stay in line. Emery takes a stab at Rick Delane, but can't make the pass. White flag coming out this time. Emery right on the bottom, but he can't make it stick. Greer right up behind Emery now. Rick Delane doing a great job. He started 6th in the Johnson's Hog Barbecue 1R, and he'll take his second feature of the win here at Red River Co-op. A1 with troubles in turn 4, but Rick Delane holds on. Certainly earned that one tonight. Lots of traffic behind him. And you know, Rick, they say that sticky racetracks sometimes don't always produce the best type of racing, but I'll tell you, Ward Emery and Scott Greer all over you back there. That was a great race, man.
The thing about this sticky track, it was super tricky. I don't know what it looks like from here. It's super slick from the middle down. So you got to kind of drift in there, and I seen Ward was finding a little bit down there. This end over here had a couple of slippery strips. I was running the top there for a bit. Then I saw that 10 underneath me, and that was right before that caution, and he showed me a little bit there that I needed to get down there on that end, because as soon as I went down there, the drive out was insane on how good it was. So I'd like to thank Ward for showing me that line at the middle of the race there. But yeah, it was a fun track. You know, it's a little slick, a little tacky. It's all cool.
Well, I'll tell you, it was great to watch from the stands. I know the fans appreciate it. It was kind of a barn burner from the start.
Yeah, there was lots going on. We had a few restarts that were a little crazy, and things were getting bunched up. Me and Danny were kind of jousting there for position, because he wanted the inside to get in here on the inside, but he wanted to have his right tires on that tack on the other end, and I wasn't going to let him have it. And so we were bumping a bit of tires, but again, it's like last time, I'd like to dedicate this race to my mom, still recovering from a big surgery that she had. Unfortunately, again, Krista and Ashton aren't here. Ashton had one more regular season game that they won, I heard, 6-2. And then they got playoffs this weekend, which I have to miss the first day of playoffs because I'm going to Greenbush on Saturday, ripping back so I can catch it on the second day. So we're pretty busy.
All right, how about it for Rick Delane, your winner in the A Modifieds here tonight. A great job in the Johnson's Hog Barbecue Interlake Mobile Welding 1R.